Watch the tram car, please. If you grew up going to the Wildwood Boardwalk, those words are burned into your brain. But I'm willing to bet there's a lot about the Wildwoods you don't know. From the history of the tram cars to Doo Wop and why the Wildwoods is actually in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Welcome to Pop Culture Passport, your ultimate guide to quirky and cool destinations across the US. I'm your host, Beth Scalacci, aka the Roman Yeti, here to help you dive into the world of theme parks, uncover film and TV locations, and explore quirky museums, roadside attractions, and legendary venues that capture the heart and soul of this unique country. So grab your pop culture passport and let's discover destinations that resonate with your interest, not just with what's trending on social media. Are you ready? Let's roam! Welcome back. Today we're heading to the Wildwoods, New Jersey, a place that is so much more than a beach town. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have a personal connection here. My great uncle actually owned a hotel in the Wildwoods where members of my family worked each summer. And growing up, I always looked forward to visiting the hotel and the beach and the piers and hanging out with my family. So this episode feels a little like coming home, but with fresh eyes because I learned a lot and you'll see. So who is helping me to see the Wildwoods with these fresh eyes? Well, I sat down with Ben Rose, who has been the Director of Marketing and PR for the Greater Wildwoods Tourism Improvement and Development Authority since 2003. He's been telling the Wildwoods stories for over 2 decades and knows where all the good stuff is. Ben lives in Smithville, New Jersey with his wife, and between them, they have 3 children and 7 grandchildren, which the grandchildren thing is going to become very relevant when he talks about phone booths. Just stay tuned. It's great. So grab your funnel cake because there's no calories from boardwalk food, Ben told me. And let's go to the Wildwoods. Guys, I am very excited today to introduce you to Ben Rose, who is, stick with me on the title of this, Director of Marketing and PR at the Greater Wildwoods Tourism Improvement Development Authority. Did I get that right?
You got that right. We shorten it by just saying Greater Wildwoods Tourism Authority.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, the full name is a mouthful.
No, I
Well,
love it. I tourism stuff's always that's always the fun of the big
yeah.
names. So
I'm thrilled to
Ben,
be
thank
on with you, Beth. Thank you.
great. I'm excited to have you. I was just telling you before we hit record. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so Jersey Shore was a way of life. And then even with living in Maryland, has my daughter, we and my grandpa and my parents, we would go to LBI in the summer. But I have many good memories of Wildwood too. I was much younger because my great uncle owned a hotel, which I growing up I didn't realize was a big deal, but it's a huge deal. You're just like, oh, sure, doesn't everyone's uncle have a place?
Yeah, right.
Um, but I I have you on today because I think Wildwood has some really unique features and that Pop Culture Passport fans will like. But if someone hasn't been to the Wildwoods before, like how would you describe it and compare it to other Jersey Shores?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is that the Wildwoods have a lot of character. Um, the explosion really started back right after World War II, where families now had cars, they had disposable income, and they wanted to go on a family vacation together. So developers in the Wildwoods built these outrageous motels, exotic motels, and at the time it was known as mid-century architecture. Jutted roofs, wrought iron balconies, kidney-shaped pools, motels where you could just drive your car into the parking lot and go to your room with outdoor corridors. And it was a real family vacation destination. And that collection of mid-century motels were later coined The term they use now is Doo Wop architecture because of the era, and doo wop music was popular back then. So they call it doo wop architecture, but it's kitschy, it's funky, it gives the destination character. It's not a homogeneous bedroom community as you would think. So when you drive into the Wildwoods, you're greeted by the big "Welcome to the Wildwoods" sign, which is very mid-century architecture. You'll see new property and new construction going up using all the design elements of the mid-century architecture to keep that theme going throughout the community. So we have that flavor. So you notice it's different.
Mm.
It feels different. It seems alive and fun and attractive. So I think that's the first thing you notice. The other thing you notice is that unlike being a bedroom community, like some of the other Jersey Shore destinations, we're a full destination with everything you can possibly want for your vacation uh, experience, all on one 5 mile island. We have a free beach, which is unusual in New Jersey.
I was gonna
So,
say, people outside of New Jersey, that is a huge deal.
yes, yes. Well, you're talking about a family of four having to buy beach passes. That could be a dinner
Yep.
or two, actually. So we have the beautiful free beach. They're award-winning beaches. Right now, we won last year. We won best beach in New Jersey. We're up for that award again with USA Today.
And I
And
and I
our
just
board,
saw you, yeah,
yeah,
you just won Best Boardwalk in the country too, right? From
best
USA
boardwalk
Today.
in the country. Yeah, number one in
Excellent.
the country.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
there's a lot of great assets. The boardwalk is 38 blocks with three amusement piers with over 100 rides and attractions, two beachfront water parks, shops, arcades, carnival games, over 200 eateries. So if you want excitement, it's in the Wildwoods. But if you don't want excitement and you want relaxation, there's Wildwood Crest and North Wildwood, where you can just chill and relax on the beach and just have a good time. So there's something for the kids, something for the adults. There's something for yeah, couples. So the Wildwoods kind of are all inclusive. They have everything you can possibly want all in one 5 mile island. So I think that's the attractiveness of it.
And and like I was joking about the free thing, but that is a lot of people who wouldn't be outside of the state don't understand what a big deal that is. But I how would you, and I feel like I'm getting ready to start like a Wawa Sheets battle here. But like those are the same qualities are sort of what differentiates it from other East Coast
Yeah,
beach destinations too, wouldn't you say?
I would say, yeah. The fact that new developers are really embracing the mid-century architectural theme in all their new construction just enhances the island and enhances the brand. And you mentioned Wawa. There's they never deviated from their design until they came to the Wildwoods. And the Wawa in the Wildwoods is total mid-century architecture. It's
Nice.
just spectacular. And they're building a second location as we speak right now. They've broken ground and they're under construction. And prior to that, they would never deviate from their design, but they
Right.
felt they wanted to assimilate into the culture of the island, and they agreed to do that. So
I,
that was a major uh, win for the Doo Wop Preservation League.
yeah, I mean that's huge. And that leads me to the question of like the other developers, are they doing this voluntarily too? Is that they're sort of like we want to be part of this you know, architectural design and stuff, or is that sort of like where I live, we have a historic downtown, so you
Mhm.
can only do certain things if you want to move in. But it sounds like the Wawa was voluntary. Are the other development, is that all voluntary too to fit in?
Well, the Doo Wop Preservation League is very active in
Okay.
meeting with developers before they even get their designs. And they even created a manual called How to Doo Wop. And they share that with all the developers and encourage them that if they want to be different, if they want to stand out, if they want to really attract the visitor, not to do a mundane, standard construction, but to use these design elements to really fit in with the culture of the island. And most of them do. Do some of the they do the some of those architectural developments. Uh, the An example of that, that Madison Resorts recently opened last year, and they did a complete redesign and completely designed it to mid-century architecture. It won a national award for being the best new hotel in the country.
Oh, cool.
And they are doing tremendous. The interior rooms are all mid-century architecture. The exteriors, mid-century. They even have a telephone booth, and my grandkids didn't know what the heck a telephone booth was.
Exactly.
They, you know, they really embraced it, and for that reason, people want to stay there.
Right.
It's kitschy, it's fun, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I people go there to want to be part of it, so
Yeah,
to ignore it was seems like I can go anywhere and do that. Like
exactly.
so
When you
I love that embrace.
when you ride into town, you say, "Wow, this place is different."
And I think that's so cool. And I think it's one of those I think a lot of beach locations and stuff have it's generational. Like people bring families and stuff. So what do you think creates that loyalty to a place, especially like
I
with the Wildwoods?
Yeah, I think it's the mom and pop hotel owners and the business owners, and they get to know the visitor. They know their families. They greet them by name, and they come back year after year. In fact, when they leave, before they leave for vacation this year, they'll book their vacation next year. They want the same room, the same week, and you know, so they come back year after year with their family and with their extended family. So you have grandparents now doing multi-generational vacationing with their children and their grandchildren all together. And they're now, they want their grandchildren to experience the same thing they did when they were a child. But the friendliness and really hands-on uh, uh, attention that is given to them by the owners is the big difference. We don't have any uh, uh, branded hotels.
Mm,
They're all individually owned, and they're kept up. They're maintained. People have a sense of pride in their properties, and they treat the guests like family.
right.
I think that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, I think that's really important. People want that sort of authentic and small business experience
Yeah,
anytime, but especially on like a beach vacation because you're nostalgic for that as well.
yeah.
Um, you mentioned the preservation. Is it league? I have written here.
Doo Wop
Um,
Preservation League, yes.
yes. When did they like? I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong always, but like I'm assuming we sort of, you had that golden age and then things started changing and you started losing some of that. When did you realize, like when did the league start and realize you had something really special that you needed to hold on to?
Well, actually, I don't know the year, but Penn State architectural students came down to study the Wildwoods. And they were the first to point out that we have such a hidden gem here. We have the largest collection of mid-century architecture in the country, and we should embrace it and really market that. And we'd like to say, as Art Deco is to South Beach, Doo Wop is to the Wildwoods. So we have the largest collection of mid-century architecture. So we looked at that and said, yeah, that's definitely our niche. That's our branding, and we're going to run with it. And at the time, the hotels were starting to age, and the Doo Wop Preservation League was started not to save some of the old dilapidated motels per se, but to maintain the quality motels that
Mm,
exist and make sure they renovate and provide all new amenities and update all the services in the motel. So even though it looks like a mid-century architectural hotel, it has all the modern features with Wi-Fi and internet and all of the things that people want today.
right.
And then actually go a step further by developing this relationship with developers coming into town and meeting with them and encouraging them to use that style and continue that style going forward. So it's not so much preservation like in Cape May for Old Victorian, where
Hmm.
you have hundred-year old homes and you can't do anything to the home without
Right.
getting approval. This is more maintaining the look, the style, the feel, and the energy of mid-century architecture. And we realized there are some buildings that need to be torn down. They've just outlived their usefulness.
Right.
But as long as we replace them with new construction that looks exciting, the Doo Wop Preservation League has done their job. They're excited about that.
Yeah, and I think that's such a, preserving that, knowing that some things are like it's not safe, we need to get rid of it. Um, but also updating it because I think that's what keeps the generations back and forth. Like, no no one wants to go, as much as we want to say we're like disconnecting from work, we need Wi-Fi on vacation or we or someone needs streaming or whatever. So, keeping that feel and that look, but with the modern amenities, I think is a really such a smart move.
Yeah,
And and you guys, the Preservation League has a museum, right? So people are, it's actually a place they can visit.
they have a museum. It was an old uh, restaurant, the Surfside Restaurant
Oh, okay.
in Wildwood Crest. They dismantled it piece by piece and reconstructed it across from the convention center. And it is the quintessential Doo Wop mid-century architecture, piece of construction with jutted roofs and sharp angles and colors like aqua blue and pink. And inside the motel, they preserved a lot of the old neon signs.
Mhm.
And outside the motel, outside the museum, there's a neon sign garden where they
Oh, okay.
restored a lot of these old signs and they have them lit every night.
Oh, cool.
They have um, uh, living room furniture from the 50s. They have kitchens from the 50s, TVs, old radios, Victrolas, lots of artifacts, old 50s bikes, everything you would see in the 50s if you would come to vacation in the Wildwoods. And then they have a thing called the Eye Wall, which is a sliding history piece that lights up different uh, highlights of the 50s and 60s in the Wildwoods and what made the Wildwoods what it is today. And there's one thing we didn't mention. One of the things that really made the Wildwoods what it is today was entertainment.
Okay.
We, at one point in the 50s and 60s, we were known as the Las Vegas of the East. At that point, they didn't have air conditioning in Las Vegas. So in the summer, all the performers came to Wildwood and performed here. You're talking Sammy Davis Jr., Martin and Lewis, uh, yeah, everybody, everybody you could possibly think of, all the stars. And then in the 50s and 60s, you had Bill Haley and the Comets, who actually performed the first ever rock and roll song, "Rock Around the Clock." They introduced it in the Wildwoods. So we
Oh,
made claim to the fact that we are the birthplace of rock and roll
The,
music.
there you
And
go.
yeah, we're actually recognized by the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as being the birthplace of rock and roll music because of that song. The twist was first introduced here. American Bandstand first appeared here,
Okay.
started in the Wildwoods. So there's so many firsts, and they've had major concerts of every major act you can possibly think of. And today, 4 nights a week, there are free concerts going on at three different amphitheaters, outdoor amphitheaters, 4 nights a week. And that's one of the things that we're offering. We offer a lot of free things for families to do to
Hmm.
help offset the cost of their vacation and make it affordable.
Right. I mean, that's an angle I didn't even know about, and I'm gonna have to go back and ask my dad and be like, "Did you held out on me? You didn't tell me this information."
Oh yeah,
Um, but I love that there are like the free concerts and stuff for because it gives families and even people who are just there as a couple or something just something else to do that is unique, and have
yeah.
a unique experience on the beach or in these pavilions. Um, and the other thing that I remember from Wildwood is the boardwalk, like, and the piers. I think when I was there, I'm going to age myself quickly for anyone who knows the Wildwoods. I think it was Hunt's Pier when I was there um, many years ago. But
Yeah, you're
but I
really
like
aging yourself.
people are used to it. I do it all the time, and then I say stuff, and I'm like, oh, I hope everyone gets that reference. Um, But yeah, so Hunt's Pier and Max Pizza and Douglas. I think a lot of my memories are around f food too, which is a whole nother story. But I just remember having those different piers of rides and stuff. So you got your beach, you have your history, and then you have your amusement parks as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, there's right now we have Maurice Piers
Hmm.
by the Maury family. There are three amusement piers with over 100 rides and attractions. There are actually more rides and attractions than Disneyland. They were rated the third largest seaside amusement park in the world, actually, behind Blackpool in England and Santa Cruz in California.
Hmm.
And they also have two beachfront water parks. So there's plenty of rides for the kids and carnival games and arcades. And the boardwalk has a lot of shops, retail shops, and all kinds of food outlets. So and uh, recently the boardwalk was completely rebuilt, so it's all
Oh,
new decking. It's beautiful, and boardwalk is 38 blocks long,
wow.
and to traverse the boardwalk from one end to the other, we have our famous uh, sightseer tram car.
I was gonna
Uh,
ask.
you're going to ask, and there's a famous message that the tram car plays all up and down the boardwalk. Watch the tram car, please. That's become synonymous with the Wildwoods. But those tram cars were put into service in 1949, and they're still running. They're electric,
Oh, they're the
and
originals?
they're the originals.
Oh, wow.
There are a few new ones
Right.
too, but the originals are still in operation, and they're all powered by solar power, so they don't drain the energy. So they're totally energy efficient. And they were actually originally built for the 1939 World's Fair by the Greyhound Bus Company to
Oh,
get
okay.
people around the fair. And an entrepreneur in the Wildwoods bought them and put them on service on the Wildwoods Boardwalk, and they're bright yellow and blue, and everybody knows the tram car, and that's a great way to ride from one end of the boardwalk to the other.
Yeah. I knew of the tram car. I knew of the saying. Excuse me. I didn't realize the background and history. So
Yeah,
I think that's the coolest thing is, being able to revisit some of these things that we thought we knew and, and
Yeah,
getting that deeper view because you're sharing these kind of things. Um, and thinking of the tram car, also with the Doo Wop Preservation League, did I see there's also a trolley tour to
there is.
okay.
There's a Back to the 50s Doo Wop tour that runs 2 nights a week in the summer, and it's hosted by Karen Samuels, who is the guide, and she's in full poodle skirt regalia with bobby socks and saddle shoes. And she is such a character. And she's so vivacious and knows everything about every piece of property in the Wildwoods and gives a great tour. And that's run from the Doo Wop Preservation League every night at 6, leaving, not every night, two nights a week. I think it's
Mhm.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, leaving from the Doo Wop Preservation League Museum for that 2 hour tour. And that's very entertaining and very enlightening.
It sounds like a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah.
Um, are there any other like places to check out or things to do? Like say you have an abnormal bad day on the beach, or you've had so many good days and your skin needs a little break. What
Yeah.
not that I know that from personal experience.
Um,
But like what other places should people check out?
well, we have a whole section on our website on what to do on a rainy day,
Okay.
and it lists every possible attraction and things that kids can do on a rainy day, from indoor black light mini golf to hatchet throwing, which is not for kids, but
No.
for grown-ups. But yeah, arcades and carnival games and all kinds of things for not only kids but families to do together.
Right.
And everything can be found on our website, which is wildwoodsnj.com. And it's very comprehensive. It lists every attraction, every restaurant, every uh, um, you know, business on the island, and everything to do for families. So go to
That's
the
great.
website and you'll see everything.
And I will put that in the show notes so people can find that too. You mentioned restaurants. Like most areas are there's like some kind of food that you have to like you associate with it. What if we're coming to the Wild Woods, what do we have to eat?
You have to have either a Sam's Pizza or a Max Pizza. If you ask 100 people on the boardwalk which is their favorite, 50 will tell you Max passionately, 50 will tell you Sam's. Of course, fudge, um, fried funnel cake, uh, deep fried Oreos, Coors ice cream. There's just so much, and there are no calories on the boardwalk.
No.
So if you're here on vacation, you can throw caution to the wind and just eat your heart out and go from one end of the boardwalk to the other. And there are also restaurants on the boardwalk and restaurants with bars uh, that serve everything from fresh seafood to family buffets and family fare. So the boardwalk has over 200 eateries, which
Oh,
is
wow.
incredible. Yeah.
That's
And then
incredible.
throughout town, there's a number of restaurants throughout town. That restaurant Renaissance in Cape May has spilled over into the Wildwoods. So you have a lot of mid-level restaurants, but a lot of upscale restaurants, a lot of them on the water,
Mm.
overlooking the back bays with sunsets, some on the boardwalk overlooking the ocean. A lot of them have al fresco dining outside, which is very nice. So that renaissance is happening in the Wildwoods right now, and it continues to add new restaurants every single year.
That's amazing. And I love hearing about the growth and the changes and the evolution that places understand that people's tastes change and what they're looking for change. So to know that you're preserving the past, but understanding the modern day person too, and in eating and architecture and everything. I think that's incredible.
Mhm. Yeah, that's exactly where we are.
Is there anything else going on this summer that like you're particularly excited for?
Well, the thing I forgot to mention is the Wildwoods have over 160 events and festivals planned each
Oh,
year.
wow.
Most of them are free, so that's part of our affordability promotion, where we'll have the free concerts 3, 4 nights a week. We have free movies under the stars every Tuesday, free farmers market, family nights every Wednesday, and we also have these the free events that we have going on. There are some major festivals and events going on in the summer. The first one coming up is the Barefoot Country Music Fest. That's coming up in June, the third week in June. That's 40 major country artists performing on the beach on
Oh,
five
wow.
stages. And that usually generates about 40,000 people every single day over 4 days. So it draws 160,000 people for that festival. It's the largest beach country festival in the nation. Then in July, you have the Barbecue and Blues Festival. It's the New Jersey State Barbecue Championships and the Anglesey Blues Festival, where you have 65 barbecue teams vying for the championship. And the winner goes on to the Grand Nationals in Las Vegas for the grand prize. So you walk around eating this awesome barbecue, listening to great blues music, shopping at the vendors. It's my favorite festival of the year. And then throughout the summer, there's all kinds of festivals and events going on every single week that you can take advantage of and not spend any money, just have fun.
I love that. I mean, you can like I know there's people are diehard beach people who they're on the beach from noon to night, and there's
Yes.
others. I know we our family is always like, let's go down in the morning and then go find something to do in the afternoon. Like we were so I love that there's so many events and adventures and things to do as well that it's not what people stereotypically think of as a beach town.
Yeah. Yeah, there's certainly so much to do. And whatever your tastes are, you can find something that you would enjoy doing at any time of the day. But for the most part, of course, mornings and early afternoons are beach days. We don't compete with that. It's
Right?
hard to compete with that. But starting 4 o'clock, you could find just so much to do.
Yeah, I love that. And this information is great. I think people, this is just to go check out, even if you're not beach people or you're loyal to another beach, I understand. But I'm going to implore people to go check out Wildwoods um, for just this history behind it and to um, see some of these places and these hotels that have been built and exist and stuff, as well as the tram car, like that's from a World's Fair, like all this history that's sort of waiting and fun pop culture, like so, put it on a list. Go check it out. I do know, right? The museum's only open in the summer. Is that right?
For the most part,
Okay.
summer and early fall.
Okay.
Um, because in the early fall, we have what we call our second season,
Right.
where we have major events every weekend up until the third week in October.
Okay.
So it stays open then.
Gotcha. Yeah, that fall, early fall, I used to love that beach
My favorite
time.
time.
It's the best time.
Yes.
So, get those let the kids go back to school and then you go on a little vacation and check things out.
And when you come visit the Wildwood, stop by the convention center and say hello to me.
Definitely. Um, Ben, I really appreciate your time today and such a such great information about Wildwoods. I love that there's so many free events going on. And it sounds like another awesome summer ahead.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's one thing I forgot to
Uh-oh.
mention.
What?
We have a major air show September
Oh.
12th and 13th. It's free to the public. We had our first air show last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it drew about 130,000 people.
Nice.
This year, it's September 13th, 12th, and 13th on the beach in Wildwood, and it's in September, and it's just going to be a spectacular air show. So, if you ever if you've never been to the beach in September, this is the time to come and check out the air show. And then there's all kinds of festivals and events following the air show to keep things going all day.
And so you can see everything from the beach. You don't have to be like at the airport. Is that the
You can see everything on the boardwalk, on the
oh, on the boardwalk?
beach.
Okay.
You can go to the beach, take your beach chairs down, and watch the entire show over the water. It's just spectacular. So we have jet teams, we have F-16s, we have um, stunt flyers, we have the Army Corps, not the Golden Knights
Okay.
parachute team, Army Golden Knights parachute team, and it's a fast-paced, fast-moving air show, one aircraft after another,
Wow.
and the kids absolutely love it.
I I bet. Well, and it's just such a cool like backdrop too to watch it. It's like very Top
Yeah,
Gun. I love it.
yeah, it beats doing it at an airport, just
Yeah.
on a tarmac.
It's so hot on. I've been to those and it's so hot.
Yeah,
So the beach would definitely little water in your toes. Yeah, that
yeah,
sounds
yeah. You
much
can
better.
definitely watch it. You can definitely watch it from the water too.
Excellent. I love that.
Yeah,
Well, like I said, I appreciate you sharing your information and I will definitely be posting it in on the blog and on the show notes so everyone can find you.
great. Well, thank you, Beth. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed my time with you.
Great. Thanks. Again, a big thank you to Ben for sharing his passion for the Wildwoods today and telling the stories. I learned so many things I didn't know. But before I let you go, if today's conversation has you thinking about a Wildwoods trip, here's what I want you to know. There are miles of free white sand beaches. And yes, free is a big deal at the Jersey Shore. Trust me. It has the number one boardwalk in the country, three amusement piers with more rides than Disneyland, and enough food, festivals, and free events to fill just about every hour you're not on the beach. Expedia recently named it one of the most memorable destinations, and USA Today gave it a best beaches in New Jersey. It's an easy drive from pretty much anywhere in the Northeast. So head to wildwoodsnj.com. That's wildwoodsnj.com to plan your trip. And while you're there, register for a free family vacation. But remember, tell them that Pop Culture Passport sent you. And with that, we are going to add another stamp to our pop culture passport. I hope this episode inspires you to get out and explore all that is quirky and cool, even in your own backyard. Follow, download, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Tell a friend and leave a review if you like what we're doing. It really does help the show to grow. You can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Just search for The Roaming Yeti. Until next time, keep roaming and finding your fun.